myself again. But it's the only way you're ever gonna learn. You look back and it's all in the past. I'm dwelling on the...
Hi and welcome to NUFC Matters with me, Steve Wraith, and I'm joined by a very special guest today, a good friend of mine, Alan Shearer. How are you, mate?
I'm very well. How are you? Thank you.
Very good, mate. Very good. Thanks for coming back on and agreeing to do the questions that we set for you. So we'll crack straight on. The first question is, can you remember your first game as a Newcastle United fan?
I'll never forget that one. Kevin Keegan's debut, 1982. I was 11 years of age, nearly 12, I think, and went there with 5 or 6 of my pals all the way from Gosforth. We got on the metro. Mum and Dad saying to me, "Be careful, watch what you're doing, stick with your pals." And then we got to the ground at about 9:30, 10:15, and we thought we were going to be the first there. There was thousands there, and then literally within an hour, we'd lost 4 or 5 of our mates, and then once we got into the ground, and I mean the atmosphere was just ridiculous, as you can imagine. We stood under the scoreboard, and then I lost my other mate I was with when Kevin scored. We all got thrown down to the front of the near the goal, and that was it. I had to make my own way home after the game. It was unbelievable.
Great stuff. Who was your Newcastle United hero, Alan?
Kevin Keegan, when he signed, I mean, I was like every other kid. He was like the Pied Piper wherever he went. We went, whether it was a training ground or whether it was waiting for him outside the school gates, because he used to drive past Gosforth High Street in that Jaguar of his, KK33, his registration plate. So he was my hero.
You were a ball boy in 1984 at Kevin's farewell game. What can you remember from that day?
Yeah, quite a bit. I remember travelling around there. Where I am just his left hand side there in the blue tracksuit. I had a bit of hair then, believe it or not. I just remember again following him around when he's doing that lap of honour and saying thanks to everyone for the support that they'd given him. I mean, I was so lucky to be one of the ones to get near him. So it was just an unbelievable night.
Got to ask this question. We've asked it when we've done a few audiences with together. But just to set the record straight, did Newcastle United really play you in goal as a youngster?
Yes and no. I mean, there was 22 of us left aside, obviously, but there was only one goalkeeper. And I was on the side that didn't have a goalkeeper. So we all had to play sort of 5 minutes of our turn in goal, and I was no different. So I was in there for about 5 minutes. So yes, they did, but it was only for 5 minutes, and everyone else had to do the same. So I was no different.
Good stuff. That puts that one to bed. What did it feel like to play against Newcastle United at St James's Park and score past Pav at the Gallagher end for Blackburn?
Brilliant. I mean, I see all these players who are going against their former clubs and not celebrate. I love Newcastle. I hadn't played for them before, obviously. I got a bit of grief off my mum and dad, as you can imagine, when I came on and scored. But I loved it. I mean, I just wanted to go out and do my job. Blackburn were paying me to score goals, and that's what I had to do. Didn't matter who was against.
How excited were you when you signed for Newcastle?
Yeah, well, it was my dream. It was what I wanted to do. It was a great day. It was unbelievable. I mean, the scenes were very, very special to me. With so many thousands behind me when in that picture, pouring down the rain. It was. I mean, it did surprise me. It shouldn't have, because I know what the Newcastle fans are like and how we all love our football, and I'm passionate about it. So it's just an incredible day, and with Kevin and Terry and Sir John and Freddie and everyone else, and it was just, it was a very, very special day, and it was a day that I'll never forget, because it was a day that I always wanted to happen at some stage.
Who was your favourite strike partner at Newcastle United?
I had to be Les. I only had sort of one season with him. 49 goals, I think we got between us, and I missed 2 or 3 months of the season, as did Les. with little niggling injuries. He was fantastic. We could see the sort of fear in the eyes of our opponents in the tunnel. We knew we were basically 1-0 up, I think, a lot of the time before we went out onto the pitch. He was quick, skillful, score goals, great in the air. He could play if he wanted to try and rough him up. That wouldn't bother either, Les. Les was superb.
What was your favourite European goal or your favourite European moment, Alan?
That's a good question. I saw the other day about the 3 goals in Champions League against Bayern and Leverkusen. That was pretty special. But I think the best atmosphere that I played in Europe with Newcastle would have been Inter Milan and the San Siro. That atmosphere. I don't know how many thousands of Geordies were behind that goal. I don't know, 12 or 15,000. It was like being at home, like playing at St James's Park. I saw to score and to have that and sample that atmosphere was very, very special.
What was the best atmosphere that you experienced at St James's Park?
It had to be when I broke Jackie Milburn's record. It had been going on and on for a while, and it was the questions: what was I going to break it? When was I going to break it? So to eventually do it, it was huge relief. I wish I could have bottled that feeling and that atmosphere that afternoon, because it was one of those moments where the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and mine were for 10 or 15 minutes. It was just an unreal atmosphere that day, and it was one that I never wanted it to end. It was that good.
Last couple of questions. Just a few words on Glenn Roeder, who we lost earlier this week, mate. I know that you had a good friendship with Glenn. We did a tribute programme to him this week ourselves with the fans and with Lee Clark saying some kind words. But what are your memories of Glenn?
He was such a nice, caring, kind, considerate, decent fella who loved football, who had the respect of everyone. I remember watching him as a kid, the Rush Shuffle, captain in Newcastle, manager in Newcastle, worked at the academy, and he loved the football club. And the best part about it is that the Geordies got him. The Geordies sort of understood him, and he understood the Geordies. And it was a very sad day the other day when I heard that news. I was in the Match of the Day studio. I couldn't believe it. It was a really sad day, and we've lost another great guy. Yeah,
here. Rest in peace, Glenn. Finally, we got you on the show a couple of weeks ago, and great to see you going on all the podcasts, Alan, and getting that message across about the Alan Shearer Foundation. And we've got the website going along the bottom of this interview. But that was the idea, that was the plan. You had a signed shirt, you had a captain's armband, and you had the boots as well. It was a prize draw. It was a tenner a ticket. We give it a plug every night, and you raised a fantastic amount, Alan. Just tell us exactly how much you raised.
We raised £10 short of £130,000, which was phenomenal. When I first did it, I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know whether to get £5,000. We're going to get £5,000 or £10,000 or 20 or 50. I didn't know what to expect. But the reaction to it was just incredible. And I was really pleased that a local lad has won it. A lad that had bought one ticket for a tenner. I'm gonna meet up with him when we can and hand over the boots and the top and the armband, and I'm sure he'll take great care of it. But the money will be very well spent at the foundation. It's something that we had to do to get in necessary funds to keep on giving it away for free and get us through the next 12 months, because it's been a tough year for every charity, not just my foundation. So it will be a huge help going towards the upkeep of the next 12 months.
If you want to find out details on the Alan Shearer Foundation, visit alanshearerfoundation.org.uk. Alan, thanks very much for your time. I know you're a busy man. Keep up the great work on Match of the Day and everything else you do, and look forward to seeing you after COVID, mate. Take care.
Cheers, all the best. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
again. But it's the only